Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I don't know if you could consider today's video a tag, but I wanted to give to you 5 book recommendations inspired by French sayings. Alright, so as we all know, or maybe you didn't, but now you will, I'm bilingual French-English and I've lived in both cultures. One thing I thought would be fun for today's video is to take French sayings, translate them to English, obviously, because we're speaking English here, and give you book recommendations based on those sayings. I thought it'd be fun to include French culture on this channel a little more. Let's do a mug check, just like Coffee Cats and King does. This is what I got for Christmas. One of the mugs I got for Christmas. There's a bunch of dogs on it. Yes. But there's not my doggy. My dog that I had, he's not with us anymore, but I had a German Pointer, best dog ever. So here goes 5 French sayings and their translation and a book that goes with it. Saying number 1 is avoir du pain sur la planche. Now, totally literally translated, this means having bread on your plank, as in having bread on your bread cutting board. There's a specific cutting board for bread that you'll have. And so this means having a lot of work to do, like a lot of work up ahead. Essentially, like you got work to do, bud. So for this one, I'm gonna say House of Leaves by Mark Danielewski, sorry. The reason I'm saying that one, I haven't read it yet, okay? I've added it to my TBR at least 6 years ago. And then 2 or 3 years ago, Books of Blood did a Halloween Halloween reading challenge in which he had a few prompts, and for one of them I picked House of Leaves. And so I was like, I'm gonna read House of Leaves, and I had the book at the time, and then I moved, and so I had to get rid of it because that's a chunk of a book, man. And I wasn't able to read it, and now I want to, well, I'm not ready to read it because I have so much on my TBR, it's ridiculous. There's so many books I want to read, but I'm like, I already have so many books I own that I need to read. But anyway, that's a different story. Anyway, if you know House of Leaves, if you've seen the book, you know you got work to do, girl. But I want to read it so bad, but yeah. So House of Leaves for that one. Saying number 2 is chier dans la colle. Chier dans la colle, which literally translated means shitting in glue. And that is to say you're creating a problem, or there's a problem, or oopsie fucking poopsie. Okay, and for that one, I'm gonna say Ask Goblins of Auschwitz by Cameron Pierce. And oh my god, this book. I don't know. Okay, I still can't decide if it was so bad that it's good or if, well, it's not bad, okay? Like, okay, hear me out. So it's a fairly short book, and it's essentially a speculative sci-fi-esque fiction, historical fiction that essentially takes place, well, in Auschwitz, okay? But it's this sci-fi hypothetical world where it's not humans, it's all monsters, and you follow the 2 protagonists who are 2 children, and they're like alien twins or something. So it's not a concentration camp, it's more of like, well, it is, but it's not extermination, it's like a bunch of children that are being tested on. So it's like a medical testing experiment study camp. And all the SS guards are goblins, or as goblins, and they're literally goblin butts. And all the children are monsters. Well, it's like a monster world, okay? So, and it starts out kind of like in line with what with what history did, where the children are kidnapped and they're put in these camps and they're being tested on, and it's like really hard. And I'm not gonna lie, I DNF'd this book, but like honestly, just out of curiosity, I kind of want to go back and finish it. But out of nowhere, okay, there's this like massive revolution where all the kids are like, I don't even know if they were just kids, but maybe adults, but I can't remember. It was so long ago. They like do like some coup where they take over and they kind of like do like this total takedown of the camp and they attack the goblins and everything. And that's basically where I stopped. There was zero foreshadowing, zero clue at any point that anything was going to happen. You know what I mean? I like it just imagine you're reading a book about apples and all of a sudden the main character is like, I saw a pineapple. Or like, I don't know, that's a stupid example, but like it just came out of nowhere and it made zero sense at all. And I mean that, okay, stuff cannot make sense in a good way, but in this case, it was in a bad way where it was just like, yeah. So Cameron Pierce, you done shit in glue. Expression number 3 is avoir le cul entre deux chaises. And that literally translates to having your ass between two chairs. As in, either you're undecided about something or you're in a situation where you can't decide between two things, basically. And so for this one, I'm going to go with the selected poems of Li Po. Because he's a Chinese poet from, I believe, I may be totally wrong, but I think it's like 8th or 9th century, 8th or 10th, somewhere around this time. I may be totally wrong. Don't quote me on that. But he's a Chinese poet from a long time ago. And I can't decide if I like his poetry or not, because they're really beautiful. A lot of times I can pinpoint right away, like, this style I like, this style I don't. With him, it's so hit or miss, and I'm like, I don't know. Also, another genre that is so something to me is the self-help book genre. So I have read, I think 99% of the self-help genre is total BS. But there remains this 1% where some books are not entirely self-help, but they're genuinely helpful to humans who read it, so they would qualify as helpful. For example, The Body Keeps the Score was an incredible book, and I think it qualifies as self-help, but that book is worth every penny and more, I tell you. The Body Keeps the Score by Dr. Bessel van der Kolk, absolutely incredible. It's about PTSD specifically, acquired in childhood and how it affects you as an adult. Incredible. Totally recommend that book. Fourth saying is ça m'a troué le cul, as in it tore a hole in my ass. And it means it shocked me in a good way, like it flabbergasted me, blew me out of the water. All right, and for this one, it was an easy pick for this one. I'm recommending Purge by Sophie Oksanen. I think I did a review about this one, I'm not sure. But this is a thriller, historical fiction, dark, like psychological, I would say, thriller with a bombdiggity.com plot twist at the end, or like, I don't know if it's a plot twist or like a mic drop or something like that, but it done tore a hole in my ass, bud. Yo, it's so good. I will link the review because I'm damn sure near damn sure I did a review. Yeah, Purge by Sophie Oksanen. And the last saying I'm gonna do for this video is à la Saint-Glinglan, literally translated meaning on St. Glinglan. On St. Glinglan, meaning never, because St. Glinglan doesn't exist. As in on St. Glinglan's Day, you know, like you'll say, like, oh, I'll do it on St. Glinglan's Day, but, you know, St. Glinglan doesn't exist, so it's never going to happen, essentially. And actually, total side note, but the other day I went to see the new Asterix and Obelix movie that came out, And they actually used that term in the movie, and I laughed so hard just because I had already planned out this video, and I was like, I don't know, just put an extra smile on my face. For this one, romance. Anything romance ain't gonna happen. Because, first of all, I'm emotionally constipated in real life. Secondly, I just think romance novels are like, look, if you like romance, look away your career years, okay? But I think romance novels are total bullshit. And honestly, I tried reading a romance thing just to give it a chance because I'm like, I know this is one of those moments where you're like, I know I'm probably not gonna like it, but I'm giving it at least once a chance because, like, just let's be a decent life critique and try something out at least once before stating no. So in Garb August, I picked a romance novel. Best believe I would have been just as happy in life if I had never read the book. Man, I guess I had a fun, like, it gave me a video or two where I got to talk about something I didn't like and it was great, but I don't know. Aside from that, ain't giving romance a chance ever again. I guess if there's a romantic element to another story, that's fine, but I ain't gonna do like a romance book where it's like all about romance. No way over my dead body on St. Glenn's Day, bud. Ain't gonna happen. All right, I need some of that coffee. Okay, that got me all wound up. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to consider this a tag video, go for it. I'd actually be kind of curious what y'all think about this. I would love to see you try to pronounce these French words if you're not a French speaker already. Oh, that would be so fun. Oh my gosh. Please do this. Please do this. Just as a recap, there was à la Saint-Glinglan, le cul entre deux chaises, ça m'a troué le cul. There are two expressions there with ass in it. Avoir du pain sur la planche and chier dans la colle. All right. Let me know which one is your favorite. Like the video if you did. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.